Christmas is upon us, folks. Welcome back to Big Stevie Cool 1872. I apologise, there wasn't a fidge yesterday, and this one's quite late. But you know what? It was actually a pretty good weekend for Rangers. A nice wee victory against Dundee. I wasn't actually overly negative. I noticed a lot of people in the Rangers bubble seemed to be negative about it. Honestly, looking at the game, it wasn't fantastic, but we had a lot of chances and very easily could have scored more goals. I think there's been worse games this season for Rangers, but I tell you one thing, there's been worse weekends because we've actually closed the gap from 11 to 9 points. And as much as I ripped this league off in early stages of this season, back in June, July, that sort of time, right? The reality is, if we win our next two games and then beat Celtic on January 2nd, that closes the gap from 9 to 6. And I'm not turning around saying here that we've done anything, won anything. No, I will not be getting on my high horse anytime soon, alright? But I tell you what, if it doesn't give this team, if it doesn't dangle the carrot in front of them, right, the fact that we can go 6 points behind them if we win our next three games in the league, then I don't know what will. Alright? I was saying previously about, well, you know what? So it's 11 points, you close it to 8, it's still a massive gap. I think the difference between 6 and 8 is massive because it is technically in our own hands again, the league. You win all three games against Celtic, you're going to be in a very good position. But speaking of a busy Christmas/winter period, Rangers manager Philippe Clement does not think the busy festive period is conducive to good football, but he says he will not accept any excuses regarding the schedule from his players. The Ibrox side have 11 matches to play between now and the end of January as they compete in the Scottish Premiership, Scottish Cup and Europa League. Europa nights. With no winter break this season, Clement says he will have to rotate his squad in order to maintain both performance and fitness levels in the coming weeks, starting at St Mirren on December 26th. Of course, Boxing Day, looking forward to it, guys. Big game. Then, of course, we've got Motherwell a few short days after. It always feels like we play Motherwell around this time of year, doesn't it? But it is what it is. And then, of course, we've got Celtic on Thursday, the 2nd of January. That game's massive. Fingers crossed. A few other players are still suffering from a wee case of the flu come then. But yeah, all seriousness, we've got to keep going forward. We've got to keep rolling out. Now, if you want to take part in a special Christmas Day Q&A, then you head over to the community section on this fine YouTube channel and you send me a question. It can be anything. Hell, if you can't be arsed doing that, I'm open to the idea of you commenting on this video and I'll read that. But here, it is what it is. But here, to quickly wrap this wee video up, the Feds will be a bit disjointed over the next couple of days, up until Boxing Day, then I'd say it would return to normal because there's not really a lot to talk about and it's Christmas, you know what I mean? There's only so much football you can talk about. I'm not going to come on here and just make videos for the sake of making videos. This is more of a wee update / Rangers / here. That was a no bad weekend kind of talking point, wasn't it? No. And it wasn't. It was we have had a really shit year. This isn't a end of year review. But 2024, I mean, the first couple of months, the first 2 months were very good. Then it died, pretty much. Then it fell flat on its arse. Then it got worse. And as we're ending the year, it looks like the team's getting better. And that is a positive I thought I wouldn't be saying this season, even as little as a month ago, put it that way. I believe a month ago today we actually drew one each with Dundee United. So, yeah, beating Dundee United's not for everyone, but beating a Dundee club is for Rangers. That's what we did. We're above Aberdeen. I'm not going to take pride in that. I'm not going to praise the team for that. Fact is, we should be way clear of Aberdeen, but nonetheless, we needed to get up the table, and I think most of us, a few of us, me, whatever, a few other people, probably a bit surprised, to be honest, that we overtook Aberdeen this quick, but I'm not surprised that an Aberdeen collapsed. I just didn't think they would have collapsed this bad, and they have. But here, natural order has resumed with the top two in Scotland. It's just about time that we actually get back to number uno as the Kings of Scotland. Will that happen this season? No. But let's hope It can happen. And you know what? If there's any glimmer of hope that it can happen, win on January 2nd. Make me believe. Alright? But until then, oh aye. Peace.